Hey, 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 her, her, her. Guess what? XRP is eating Tether's lunch and it's having it with kimchi because, it's good for your microbiome and XRP is very health conscious and there's some amazing stuff going on right now. If you've been watching the XRP charts, you know what I'm talking about. So we are going to get into it. Now, this process is a process potentially that we've been waiting for, right? We're sitting in the XRP trade, just waiting to see that, hey, there should be this next leg up, there should be this next pump. There's still no guarantee that it's going to happen, but there's no guarantees in the world. Even those companies that give you guarantees, usually the thing breaks after the guarantee, so it's not really a guarantee, you know what I mean? If you don't know me, my name is, I'm not even going to tell you. Why don't you know me yet? Come on now, we're friends, okay? You started dating me, you got into bed with me, and you don't even know my name? That's kind of messed up, babe. All right. Joke's over. Congratulations. Wee! Wee! Kimchi! Come on, do it again. Do it. Aha! There we go. Okay. I'm excited. Can you tell? Uh, yes. XRP is pumping just out of the blue. XLM is going alongside with it. It has something to do with Korea, and I'm going to take you through the whole big picture. So stick it out until the end, and there's some amazing stuff at the end that I'm going to give you that are, as I always do. I'm Santa over here. Christmas is done, but we're going to give you some amazing things. So what's happening is XRP is pumping because of the Kimchi Premium. So Korea, South Korea, not North Korea. North Korea, they don't even have internet. They don't even have kimchi up there. Okay. Uh, there's something called the Kimchi Premium. This is a racist term, yes, made by racist people, but crypto people are racist. The Kimchi Premium is the difference of prices between what crypto trades at in South Korea compared to what it trades at outside of South Korea. Their regulatory framework is about as tight as, a snowflake's butthole. So it's very hard to make good returns in South Korea. The Kimchi Premium usually means Bitcoin trades at a higher price than it does outside, and there's been arbitraging that's been going on there for a long time. But what just happened is XRP's volume just blasted past Bitcoin's volume in South Korea. And these South Koreans, they're smart people. They know something that the rest of you guys don't know. I do know that. That's why I am doing what I'm doing. Okay? So this Kimchi Premium is usually a predictor in some capacity. When you see something spike in South Korea, that means those traders have some kind of an understanding, especially considering that XRP is hooked up into their infrastructure. XRP and Ripple are deeply hooked up into the Asian financial infrastructure. They're hooked up to all the places. But what's happened is, first of all, just a bigger picture, is Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin is live already. It's called RLUSD, but we call it real USD because it's the real motherfucking G. You know what I mean, homie? It's live now. At the same time, yesterday, Tether was made effectively illegal in Europe. Guess which stablecoin is about to be legal in Europe? It's already compliant. They're just getting a few licenses in order, and a few ducks need to be aligned and marching the right way. But this Ripple RLUSD stablecoin is ready to eat Tether's lunch with kimchi right now. Okay, so what's happened is all of a sudden we saw a massive spike in trading volumes in exchanges like Bitthumb and Upbit. Look at this. Upbit's Korean won trading volume against XRP is at $1.2 billion right now. Stellar's right behind at $500 million. Bitcoin is at $200 million on that same exchange. Bitthumb has $400 million on XRP. Stellar's at 67, Bitcoin's at 67. So all of this happening, it's over doubling Tether's volume on this exchange. It's just completely tearing Tether apart. Tether's at it's 10xing Tether's volume. Just XRP by itself is 10xing Tether's volume on this other exchange. And these are both Korean exchanges, okay? That's suspicioso. That's telling you something is something, okay? And when something tells you something, something is happening, and make sure you pay attention. At the same time, the Korea is not supposed to look like this. Please stand by while we have technical difficulties because we don't load up the right charts ahead of time, even though it says it at the top. Okay, so what you do is you go KAW USD, Korean won against US dollar. And what you'll see, what a keen observer shall notice, is the Korean won is trading at, God, I gotta move this thing somewhere. The Korean won is trading at levels that it hasn't traded at against the US dollar since back in 2008. It's just been falling the whole time. Now it's starting to make a move up. What this means is that as the Korean won strengthens against the dollar, the won can buy more of the things that are priced in dollars. Crypto is priced in dollars. Therefore, now Korean liquidity flowing into crypto makes a lot of sense. But the Koreans are smart. That's why they make Samsung. They are dumping their money into billions and billions and billions of dollars into XRP and XLM, because XLM is a sister coin to XRP. So as the won shoots up, that volume should shoot up. Now, is it guaranteed to shoot up? No. But is it making a move that it hasn't made in a long time? Yes. Is that a good thing? Yes. Could this completely be wrong? Yes. So Korean won looking good. Volume spiking like crazy. XRP moved like 30 or 20% in the last 2 days. Things are going BANA to the NAS. At the same time, XRP is doing something that it's done before. Okay, this was what I showed you last time. Okay, this was 2017. Le Bitcoin goes and makes a le top. It pulls back over weeks and weeks. Then it goes for this FOMO pump right here. This process is where the liquidity that was taken out of Bitcoin here pumps into things like XRP. Now, this was back when liquidity from Bitcoin would equally flow out into everything. This so-called bull run that we've had hasn't actually really been a bull run because the business cycle hasn't turned. But this bull run has had liquidity from Bitcoin flow into very specific assets like our very lovely XRP, where it just went straight from standstill to bamboo zone, and now everybody's wide-eyed standing there. But we're going through, in my humble opinion, even though humble is something that I'm, you rarely see me be, but I'm a very humble guy. Okay, I'm sometimes once in a while here and there by mistake humble. Bitcoin went up and made 108K local top. It comes down, and now it's going for this little curvature of a turn again. I wouldn't be surprised if we go back up to that 100-ish K mark again. Everybody gets excited about Bitcoin, but actually that liquidity flows into things like our lovely XRP, which is now in the process of breaking out of a wedge that it has been breaking out of. It's been eating the wedge, now it's ready for the burger with kimchi. Of course, we like to have that nice spicy kick that smells like rotten feet. But c'est la vie. You got the things you got to do for health, right? Sometimes you have to eat rotten feet. So in this process, now remember we said chill, relax. XRP has gone up. It's done this insane move, a 4-week move like it always does. Now it's gone back. It's gone and rested a bit and digested that entire move. And now it's going, and it's, the hybrid indicator showing that it reset all the way back down. Now it's ready for the next leg. And this next leg, if and when it plays out the way that we expect, tends to be the most explosive move, right? So now, at the same time as this happening, we are watching, first of all, the one thing we just cannot stop staring at, which is liquidity. See, XRP doesn't just like burgers and kimchi burgers. It likes to have it with tea, specifically liquidity tea. So liquidity has already said that what liquidity is saying is, I just don't like the words coming out of liquidity's mouth. Because liquidity is saying Bitcoin probably could possibly, potentially at some point, maybe go down to as low as 50K. And liquidity just keeps going down. And this could be out until mid-March. Okay? Let's leave that doom porn for a later video. For now, liquidity is saying that Bitcoin should go down, but there is divergence. Yeah, it lines up pretty well ever since the ETFs launched back here. But there's times when, there's a few weeks of it pumping and liquidity going down. So it's not like it's 100% perfect. Okay. Nobody's perfect, especially not me. And if you think you're perfect, you must be my ex. Okay. X's. No, one did. You also notice, like, never mind. I'm not going to go on a philosophical rant. Let's stick to the crypto. Let's not talk about emotional drama. No. Uh, like so like liquidity, Bitcoin could diverge from liquidity for some period of time, week, 2 weeks. I wouldn't be surprised, like I said, if it goes up another little bit, FOMOs everybody in, gets everybody to buy the 100K top, and then it goes down and falls off a bit of a cliff. Liquidity is saying down on the long term, but Bitcoin has a little bit of space and room to breathe. But in the macro, we have tailwinds. Remember that chart that I was looking at? This is the New York Composite Index. What's the, right there, okay. This New York Stock Composite Index had made a lower low, but it's reset already a bit. So for now, everybody's getting bearish on it. So for it to go up for a little bit, I wouldn't be surprised. That's a good sign. The S&P has made this kind of scary move. For it to go up for a few days ahead, I wouldn't be surprised. The equally weighted index, the truth-telling version of tell me when this gets annoying, and I will not stop because it's in my bones. And if you tell me something's annoying, I will do it because I found your button, baby. For the equally weighted index to go up a little bit, I wouldn't be surprised. All right, breadth is stinky around this zone, but for it to correct a bit or for it to go up a bit, I wouldn't be surprised. Yields, where we at yields? Yields have pulled back a little bit. That gives a little bit of breathing room, and this is actually the Fed shadow banking facilities dumping money in to save the markets happening right now, and that liquidity causing these little pumps. I wouldn't be surprised. The VIX has made a bit of a move, but usually it vibrates around. So for the VIX to pull back, I wouldn't be surprised. So all those are tailwinds. At the same time, Bitcoin dominance is looking a little bit submissive. She wants to be put into a harness and have some nipple clamps put on. So we're putting ripple clamps on you, baby. We are professionals at that. No problem. Anytime. Let me know when it hurts and I'll make it tighter. Others dominance is going up a bit, which means liquidity is flowing into others, which is below the top 10 dominance. Others market cap is starting to go up a bit. All these things are tailwinds. Is it going to last a long time? No. The liquidity macro picture is still saying down, but these moments are where the game gets played. Now, these moments in the coins, if you know what's going on in the world, is where the game gets played. Is Sui pumping? No. Is Atom pumping? No. Is Solana pumping? It's not even on my list here. You see that? That's how little it's pumping. Is XRP pumping? Yes. Is XLM pumping? Yes. Is Bitcoin pumping? No. This is how the game is played. That is why we make bets nobody makes. And now that everybody thinks XRP is the thing to buy, they're going to run in and buy it because there's a stable coin. Now there's all this volume, and that volume's causing pumps on. Binance has $1 billion in trading volume. Coinbase has $500 million on trading volume. We're talking about $5-6 billion of trading volume that's happening just on XRP right now. And that kind of volume is a signal that retail is coming in. Now they've all been told, oh my God, I missed this rocket ship, can't wait, FOMO, FOMO, FOMO. And right when people shouldn't buy it, they're going to buy it. That usually leads to a pump because this is a very thin market, XRP and XLM market. In that pump, we potentially get to do a katana catch. So first of all, looking at the Fibonacci levels, now this fib level has gone basically to the all-time high for XRP, depending on which exchange you look at. But this like 315, 318 level is the all-time high from 2017. Once it breaks through this wedge, it goes up here, finds a bit of a moment to breathe, and it breaking through that means we are in free fall up territory. We are in price discovery territory. We are in bamboo zone, rocket ship mode. I wouldn't be surprised if we have one hell of a move all the way up. Now, everybody's going to be running in at that point. Daddy's going to be running out at that point. We've already liquidated around 20 to 25% of the XRP with that strategy of taking 20% profits at each multiple of the initial investment. So we're basically de-risked out of the trade mostly. Maybe we have like 20% of the initial capital sitting in there. In this move up, it should be one hell of a move that FOMOs everybody in. Liquidity's like this, so it ain't gonna last very long, love. So in that move, when it spikes, we've already set up multiple other profit-taking points. Our entry point was like 60 cents, 60-ish cents. So at each multiple of that 60 cents, oh, hit your mic, boom, like that, get excited. At each multiple of that 60 cents, 20% of the initial, 20% of the initial, 20% of the initial, bleeding the profits. Somewhere along here, when it just gets bananas, if it gets bamboos, and it shoots off like a bamboo, then I'm going to liquidate a significant position of the XRP, probably 50% of the XRP that's remaining. Now, that's because that move doesn't last, and then there's a very sharp katana that falls. In history, that always happens. It looks something like this. It looks something like this. It go up, hit the top of the fib, fall off a cliff, 61% drop. It go up, make the stop, fall off a cliff, 66% fall. That is where the real money is made. If it pumps and I take $100,000 profit here, it falls 60%, maybe I catch it halfway through, and at that point, I take half the money and go back and buy the same amount of XRP and take the other half of the money and go blow it on hookers and blow. Like other, like those things and stuff, right? But seriously, take that other liquidity and then move it down the risk curve and go buy all those other coins, which are going to make more money than XRP, while still having the same position in XRP, having the same amount of XRP. Because I don't want to be out of this trade and XRP my pants when it makes another XYZ move. So that is what a katana catch looks like. This thing right now, on the weekly, it has reset back a little bit. On the daily, the hybrid indicator basically reset back down to the point where there's a lot of momentum left in this move. I would not be surprised if it goes up and makes a lower high, that this momentum doesn't just shoot off to the top, because there's been bearish divergence, negative divergence earlier. But still, it making a lower high on this indicator, which is a hybrid indicator made of a lot of legendary indicators made only for legends, would not mean that the price doesn't make a higher high, right? So the price could go up and make this higher high. This indicator could go make a higher low. It could go make a higher high as well. This is the kind of amazing 50-50 analysis that we bring you. But what that does mean is that is a moment for me to hand it to everybody who was calling me an idiot down here. Now they'll call me a genius up here. And when they call me a genius, I hand it to the idiot who buys it up here, so that they can drop it, and then I'm the genius that buys it from them for 50% off and still gets liquidity on the side to buy up a whole bunch of stuff. XLM making an even better move. XLM has been one hell of a sister to have. Gone down, reset down to here. For it, it's already done a 33% move in the last 2 days. For it to do the same thing going up here, these things are mirrors, just like us. Humans are mirrors, cryptos are mirrors, and it goes up, does the same thing, take a massive, massive amount of profit. Now, this has been a masterclass in kimchi. This has been a masterclass in how Ripple is taking over the financial world, and Asia knows something that's going on. Something is cooking. If you are somebody who's dumb enough to follow along in this katana catch, make sure you have your tear-proof gloves on, because love, this thing is a momentary thing. Nobody does it perfect, but it ain't about doing it perfect. It's about doing it great. Now, if this has been super valuable to you, these kind of masterclasses I'm doing all the time. So right over here on this side, right over here on this side is going to be a video where I'm giving away 5 gifts that are even more valuable than this, that teach you a game and give you stuff that's worth priceless amounts of money. And if you don't watch it, you don't watch it. Then you, sir, can tell your grandparents, grandkids, that you didn't do it and you missed out on all this stuff. Otherwise, right here, click on this thing. I will see you in the next one. Lots of jokes filled. Love you always. Stay kimchi, my loves.